making a little complex robot, but it is controlled by living brain cells like those inside your head. Researchers...
This moth isn't just swinging around, it's been bred.
Grow collections around 3,000 rat brain cells in the lab. The cells grow collections to each other and start communicating
using electrodes implanted into its muscles.
Some parts have found to respond predictably to signals from the robot's ultrasound distance sensor.
Here, signals are sent to its left flight muscle to make it lift that wing.
The output of these cells can be used to control
different signals can be sent for it to lower its wing, to lift both wings at once, or to make them flat.
They each have a motor in them, and it actually drives forward when I walk. It actually powers that knee through the step.
It's powered through Bluetooth technology.
Increasing the frequency of the pulse makes the wings beat faster. If a signal is sent only to one side while the moth is flying, it will veer in that direction. Implanted electrodes into the brains of tree beetles,
and they
close to
talk to
neurons
each other and
that
try to
control
mimic
flight.
the stride length.
A computer
that the
program
other
in the
one's doing. If I
device
speed
controls
up,
the
the other one
beetle,
can realize
and
it's
here
doing
it
it, and
beats
it'll
its
speed up
wings
as well.
and takes off when a negative voltage is sent to its brain. Researchers are putting moths in control and using them as a pair of eyes. They've found out how to intercept signals from their visual system and how to use them to make a robot move. Here, a graduate student demonstrates how the robot can be steered. Combining living and machine components could eventually make robotic systems more effective.
Legs when an IED hit his convoy in Fallujah, Iraq in 2006.
The IED went off directly underneath me and took off basically everything that was hanging over the ledge of the seat, my legs. And then it killed my sergeant in front of me and my good friend next to me. My gunner lost his right leg. I shattered my hip. I have 32 pins in my hip. I broke my pelvis, so I have a 6-inch screw holding that together. I lost both legs above the knee. I broke 4 fingers, broke my jaw, broke my nose, lacerated kidney. So I recovered well, I think, and great care here and done well.
Today, I use the Bluetooth prosthetics.
It's a lot of hip control. In my other legs, I usually have to use all my thigh to power through things, but since these are moving on their own, then I actually just kind of have to lift and shift my weight a little bit.
He says they're a bit heavier than the other 2 microchip prosthetics he's worn, but they require much less effort to operate.
If they're not programmed right, they kind of do their own thing sometimes, and they'll kick for no reason. Like you'll just be standing there and be like, and just kick off to the side.
Able to master the stairs just yet.
Sometimes when you go near a computer or something, you'll hear the computer start freezing, so it does do that a lot. I'll be like, I'm sorry, and I have to turn my legs off.
In communicating robot wirelessly, the team plans to use their robot brain power on new pattern behavior in the future. They hope there are enough similarities to teach about unknown aspects of our own brain.
Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or hosts. They do not explicitly or necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by this channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during this program.
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard. Action Bastard, I need you. Action Bastard, I need you. Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog. And everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second, are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead.
You're stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're stupid. All right, folks. Welcome to another Slim Stream with the perverted pals. Oh, sorry, the stream pervs. Jesus Christ, is the wrong name. Anyways, we're going over more cryptids today. We haven't done this in a hot minute, so I thought it was about time for us to go over more cryptids. So let's go ahead and bring in our co-host.
But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
Yes, how is it?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. But did you call me your co-ho or co-host?
I may not have said the end of it. I don't know. You're my co-ho.
I do think that's a fitting name for a stream
There
with
we go.
Slim. So
yes, you're my co-ho from now. You're my co-ho from now on.
That's what I heard. So.
Sure. Well, let's run with it. Why not? Anyways, let's bring in our other guests. If there's anybody who wants to join us on the panel, there is most likely a link in the Discord, so go over there and do that. So let's bring in our other lovelies.
Mama!
Oh, Mama!
And there we go.
I heard coho too, so that's gonna be your new title.
Yeah.
Your coho. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
my gate may have just. Anyways, I may have said it. I don't know.
It was right as you were flipping it to the. Yeah, it's fine.
I know I am. So I like coho. So you're our new coho. How are you doing, dog?
Doing good. How are you?
Awesome. I am doing wonderful. I am excited to go over the subject we're going over today for sure. I've got a bunch of interesting, weird, strange, and new cryptids for us to go over, and I'm pretty sure most of you have never heard of these fucking obscure cryptids that I have found for us to go over. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and say hello to the Sun Munchers right quick, and then we'll crack on with a Bigfoot song. We're going to start it off with a Bigfoot song. So everybody say hello to the Stop the Stupidity.
Hey, stop.
Hey, stupidity.
No, we've got a commander.
Commander?
And they said they're going to be in here soon if they can get their thingies to work. So hopefully they will jump in.
Computer needs to reboot for an update.
Sure, and when you're using Wi-Fi or an interwebs things,
we all know from Mango hotel Wi-Fi is not the best.
Yeah, and even if you're plugging it in,
the commander has German hotel Wi-Fi, not American hotel Wi-Fi, so it might be slightly better.
Well, and the other thing is, even if you get to plug it in, your computer on a new system in a foreign place, it sometimes can be buggy, kind of. You know what I'm saying? You might have to download software or something, or your computer's not going to play nice with it for some reason, or if they have any kind of like blockers up, then or firewalls, then you got to go figure that out and blah blah blah. Anyways, let's say hello to Jess.
Hey Jess, what's up?
You're very lucky, Jess, that I remember your name without looking while I look at your name. That I normally don't remember those. I usually make everybody's nickname off of their screen name, but For some reason, I am able to remember that
I
you're
helped you
just on
remember a couple of the first few
Yes.
times.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. So everybody say hello to the demons.
Hey, demon. And me
Hi,
remembering the name is
demon.
also quite impressive.
Yeah.
Demon. We just help
and
each
then,
other.
And then the J. Troy.
Hey,
And I'm still going to
Troy.
say your name like that. Oh, you saw the Mothman Museum? Ooh,
Cool,
that's
huh?
awesome. Heck yeah.
Everything is awesome.
Can somebody send
Already done.
command-
Already done. Don't worry about the commander. I got that covered.
Okay.
We
just double
you just say
checking.
hi to what the Beck?
And what's up, Beck?
What's
Hey, Beck.
All right.
No.
Folks.
Who's Moom?
Let's yes.
No, Beck is going, Mom.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah.
I thought it was like Shamu.
I thought it was
Oh.
Moom. But it's probably Mom.
Mom.
Yeah. You spelled moon wrong, Beck. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
And there's a dragon. There's a pet dragon.
Hey, Tank.
Hey, we have a pet dragon here. Sasquatch would love to be my favorite. World champion of hide and seek. Totes. Exactly.
Yep, exactly.
There we go. Yeah, mom. There we go.
Mom.
Yeah. All right. So let's crack on to this Bigfoot song. Hey, Al.
When the moon
Hey, Al.
is high on the breast of the lake, and the bite of the wind is like
Breast of the lake.
Yeah, this is so great.
Lurks in the haze.
A little short and to the left, but we'll talk about it later. Hey, Underhaven.
Hey, Underhaven.
There is a link in the Decimal Chords in the general, the Slim Talk or whatever, the Cyborg Talk or whatever. If you'd like to join us.
Tall as a timber and strong as a bear. Y'all better not go walking out there with Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Gonna get you. Bigfoot's coming, so you better watch
out.
Lock your doors and put you in the Bigfoot's on the ground.
Bigfoot's coming.
Bigfoot's coming, so you better watch out. Lock your doors.
I usually go on the outside of the curve.
Curve is an illusion. It's only fisheye, right?
That's why I use a level on my penis. No, I'm sorry. I'll just keep going.
For hundreds of years, this legend has grown about this big hairy man that walks all alone. A mountain monster 10 feet tall called Bigfoot. From the tales of traders,
yeah, exactly, Mama.
to the image on Indian wall.
Is there not a link in the Decimal Chords?
Yes, there is.
Of Montana.
Okay, Al, it should be there.
To the great Shastas. From the Flatheads to Blackfeet and the Shoshones. He must have seen them all.
Oh, it's in the video
when
share.
the sun goes down in the
I put it in the wrong rooms. Mike below here.
Okay, well now there is one for anybody who wants to join us. If you'd like to join us.
Now it's in the Cyber Talk as well.
You know what's really
it.
fucking okay? As long as it's there now. You know what's really trippy is it sounds like somebody's playing the saw, but like not in with a bow. It's really weird though. Like
yeah,
wah,
are you
wah,
talking?
thing
Oh,
in
you
the
talking?
background.
I know you're talking about like they have the saws and they bend them and then they
Yeah, my ex used to play the saw, and it sounded more like a violin, I guess. But the background,
could
there's
be.
something. Well, at first I thought it was a theremin, but then the way that they're playing, it must be a theremin. That's probably what it is, a theremin.
Well, we'll listen some more. We can listen more. See.
Yeah,
I hear a harmonica in there.
Bigfoot's coming, gonna get you, gonna get you.
So what?
Lock your doors, bolt your windows.
Oh, that's just a guitar. Remember the 70s? They did the wah 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 guitars.
Okay, yeah, I can
Remember?
see that. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Okay.
Bigfoot's coming, so you better watch out. Lock your doors and bolt your windows.
On the prowl. Bigfoot's on the prowl. All right.
Bigfoot.
And they're looking for that Peter guy to R him. Oh, never mind.
Well, he's waiting for the female one to come and find him to show him a good time to impregnate him again. Sorry. Okay, I'll stop.
Bigfoot.
There's babies are out there somewhere.
Somebody popped in. If somebody will let them in,
what's up?
How's it?
How much background noise do you have this time?
We have an out trucker in.
We cannot hear you if you are speaking at us.
They're muted.
I muted myself because I was worried about the goddamn background noise.
Yeah, but you got to say hello at least. Silly.
Yeah, well, I was in the middle of hoisting myself up into the truck.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And I was like, I don't want everybody to hear me grunt.
well, maybe Mama would love to hear you grunt. Never mind.
I mean, she might. I don't know. She's never.
Sorry,
she's
Mom.
never said anything about it before.
So,
Mama has to get all the fucking trouble around here.
Anyways, now that we made that uncomfortable, anyways, no, let's. So the first thing I want to go over right quick and. Yeah, totally. No, that's what this channel is about, serially. If you don't know that and we don't do this, then this isn't our channel. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways.
Well, Slim, I could ask for the same permission as I have now on Mango Stream, because I'm Mango Stream. I'm allowed to drop a hidden version of the link without warning.
Yes.
When have I ever told you couldn't do something? So, anyways, let's crack on.
Yeah, don't do that.
So right quick, what we're gonna go over is something that is not. I don't know if this is cryptid per se or not, or if it's just like mythology, but I've never even thought of this until I found this video. What happens when a vampire catches a zombie virus? And again, I know this it's cryptid, but it's not, but it is, but it's not.
Yeah,
you know
I gotcha. Right.
So I thought this was fun. Be fun for us to go over first. We're not going to watch the whole video. We're just going to let them give us the concept, and for our brains to soak it in a little bit, because
soak it in.
Like at first, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then I watched part of this and I was like, oh my Jesus Christ, this is fucking amazingly crazy, silly, and stupid all at the same time. This feels like a flat earther and like a sovereign citizen got together and made up a new conspiracy.
Baby?
That's what it feels like. Yeah, no, the baby of two conspiracy theorists that like screwed each other in ways that doesn't make a baby, but somehow made a baby for no reason. Let's put it that way.
Incest.
I was gonna say a butt baby, but never mind. We'll talk about that later.
But baby.
I'm sure by the time that updates, then you'll be able to join us. So we're here all night.
I've grown accustomed to experiencing what many outside this field might consider horror. In truth, there is no evil to be found in nature, though it can be vicious and even...
Except for when animals eat each other. Never mind. Just keep going.
And frightening. There is wonder in the chaos, a beauty even in the brutality. But sometimes the beauty can be difficult to find, obscured as it is by our basest fears. Nowhere has this dichotomy been more apparent than in my studies of pathogens. many of which transform their hosts into twisted shells of humanity, if any humanity remains at all. Now, allow me to continue my documentation of one such study, the interaction between the human vampiric virus and the human zombism virus.
That's crazy to think about those mixing together, even though I'm pretty sure there's probably media that the people have already made of this. And I think that like Resident Evil
Yeah.
kind of delved on this a little bit to some small extent, right?
I think I've come across it in series here and there. Oh no,
Yeah.
no, zombies and vampires are not that often in the same stuff.
Well, it in this case, it's not
Generally,
just.
no, they're not.
It's not them.
Well, then it's more like the
thing. Are they really?
It's a this is a zombified vampire. So it's not like them not. It's like not two having sex to make one, right?
There's two kinds of zombies on the television. There's like the traditional reanimated zombie from by a witch.
Sure. Yeah.
Or shaman or something like that.
Yeah. That's the original version.
Or the new one with the
virus. Yeah, or something disease.
And technically, you're not allowed to call most of them zombies because zombies is a trademark.
How does an undead monster become a dead monster that then resurrects to be yet a third monster?
That's exactly what we're gonna find out. Hold on, that's
okay.
Because honestly, yeah, you're always getting ahead of us there.
Well, I try my best. I mean, I don't always succeed, but I'm always looking for it. You know.
But let's crack on and see what version of this they say.
Zombies.
Yeah, sure. A vampire.
Well, they would fall
mummy,
in the undead category, wouldn't they?
Well, both of them are, because even a vampire is technically the undead per se. I mean, they technically can live forever if they drink blood, but then there's versions of them that can go into stasis for millions of years or hundreds or thousands of years, and then wake up and then need blood. And close. I mean, it's more like they just go to sleep for a long time, but they're not actually time traveling, but then they wake up after stasis. Yes, and they are the undead executively. So let's just crack on to see what they get into more.
In a co-infected individual. Note that should this recording be split, the results of the first two phases of this study were recounted in part 1. While these certainly provided invaluable data on their own, it wasn't until the third phase that we observed the most altered progression of symptoms. Indeed, despite my attempts to dispel it, during this phase, only one word could capture what the results elicited in us.
Sexy,
Horror.
hot. What?
In the experimental...
That's hot.
A great orgy. The great orgy. Okay, so...
The great undead orgy, yeah.
Yeah. What I want to get to is because they go over. We'll go over a little bit more of this.
Groups of both prior phases, we began to observe what I considered to be an atypical progression of symptoms, ones that did not align with the established models of either virus. First was the unusual blend of characteristics observed in many subjects, such as the rapid onset of necrosis coupled with the regenerative effects of HVV. This often led to accelerated healing in areas adjacent to necrotic tissue, something I thought unlikely to be explained simply by the additive effects of co-infection. Second,
so you're quickly dying of necrosis, and then you're being regenerated with it at a super speed. So you're just like dying and reviving constantly.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's hilarious.
It appeared that many co-infected
right?
No, this is totally real. It's all real.
Subjects exhibited unusual immunological responses. For example, the antibodies we normally associate with each respective virus were present, but more commonly, we observed an additional antibody response that appeared to target unique viral epitopes, ones that are not present in either virus alone. I decided to pursue additional genetic testing performed
we're
on the
doing
viral
DNA
RNA
stuff.
extracted from
Oh,
tissue samples
RNA,
of
sorry.
co-infected subjects. Astoundingly, sequencing data revealed viral genomes that contained genetic elements from both HVV and HZV. It is
I think it's HPV is what she was trying to say. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So there we go.
Human papilloma, papilloma virus.
Yeah, the
Is this
papilloma
guy a
virus.
doctor just
Exactly.
for monsters?
Yeah, this guy says that he was a medical doctor for lab experiments, and supposedly he's done this for years
This
and
is
years.
this is a good basis for a series, I think.
No, totally. No,
And
totally.
And I think like the way that they put it is also quite good. And
yeah, it's a lot better than the
it's
start
a good
of
voice.
that one.
It's a good.
It was a great story for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a great premise. But again, I was saying,
it's a good one
think-
for a television series, a movie, or a game. Like,
yeah,
this could be implemented in like Resident Evil.
Yeah, and like I said, I think there's things like Resident Evil that have used that, and they were just springboarding off of it. But it was an awesome story.
Yeah, no, but like there in the game, like you find sometimes you find recordings of people that
science
on
experiments,
or stuff like that. Like, yeah, I think that's kind of the vibe that I got from that.
Yes. Okay, so what I didn't know was there were so many cryptids that lived in Alaska. Apparently there are. So let's go over these. Yes.
Well, there's more surface area than people, so
yeah,
it kind of makes sense.
Great place to hide.
But it's fucking frozen. But there is a lot of woods, or I don't want to say forest because that's not the right word. I think it's woods.
Some parts of it are the southern parts are very forested. The parts north of the Arctic Circle and some of there's some tundra there for sure, but it's,
my house
so
has
you can't really hide there. But there are a shit ton of fucking missing people there and murders and a bunch of other crazy fucked up shit. So why should there not be cryptids? Obviously. So let's crack on because I didn't know there were. I mean, I knew of like one or two Alaskan cryptids. Normally, it was like the hairy man, Bigfoot, Yeti, and or like. That's it pretty much, I guess. I mean, maybe there was another one that maybe I could think of that was like a gnome or something that lived in the woods or something that like stole your children's soul or something. But there are all of these supposed. Well, let's find out. Let's find out all of these.
Let's find out, shall we?
Are more Scandinavia, right?
Let's find out together.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I couldn't think of another foresty little thingy mobobber.
Did you say there's a Scandinavian cryptid?
Welcome to Shadows in the
Yes, there are.
Dark.
Okay.
Today, we're diving into the mysterious
These aren't. This is Alaska Mama.
world of Alaska's cryptids. From the
should have had Wolfie here.
And I know. I was hoping they would be here right now. Okay, let's go ahead and do this.
icy depths of the Bering Sea to the remote wilderness of the last frontier, Alaska is home to some of the most intriguing and elusive creatures ever reported. Join us as we explore spine-tingling tales of the legendary Kushtaka, the terrifying Tizaruk, and many more cryptids.
Hello.
Wait. Hey, how are you doing?
All right.
Oh, hey,
It's past midnight here.
Yep.
I can imagine. Yes.
I just passed it.
And
hello.
How are you? How are you? Are you having lots of fun over there and experiencing all the steps and the things, Commander?
Yeah, I had great fun yesterday. Got to the next destination, and I've been up probably an hour and a half out of the last 12 hours. So I crashed once I got to the hotel.
That's totally understandable
great time
crazy.
tomorrow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, and that hotel that you posted, like, oh my god, that looks fucking amazing.
Did I miss that? I gotta
better
catch
than the
up with
box
this.
that I dropped you off with over here. Holy fuck. Looks
Yeah,
fucking
so
amazing.
I
I'm glad that you're having.
misjudged how far this was away from the train station. This is
Hey, monkey cat, Pat. How you doing?
Hey, go ahead,
it's
Commander.
like a hole in the wall. It used to be a church.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm.
So you misjudged another distance on the map.
Left.
Yeah, well, that happens. It happens to us all.
It
All right,
happens.
so let's crack on with the legendary Kushataka. What is that? I don't fucking know, but here we go. And I
Kushtaka.
rewinded it.
Kushtaka.
Yes, I rewinded it so that we could hear them say it again because I totally probably fucked up how it's said.
Or
The
Kushtaka,
terrifying
or
Tizzer
you were
and
probably
many
close.
Yeah.
that have captured the imaginations of locals and adventurers.
Oh, I wanted them to say it again. Okay, here we go.
Kushtaka, the terrifying Tizzer,
There we go.
and many more
Kushtaka.
cryptids that have
There we
captured
go.
the imaginations of locals and adventurers alike. Get ready for an adventure into the unknown as we uncover the secrets and stories behind Alaska's hidden legends. Nestled within the icy expanses and dense forests of Alaska.
And actually, I didn't know there's a bunch of like cryptid-y thingy-mabobbers because like a lot of planes go down, a lot of missing people and stuff, and they blame it on not normal stuff. Like, no, there's not a serial killer that's killing all the little all these little girls. No, it's got to be Sasquatch or Yeti, you know, until they find the fucking serial killer.
Well, I hate to tell them, but in
their
certain parts of Alaska,
and...
the only way to get the only way to get around certain parts of Alaska is a plane.
No, yeah, totally.
So,
but when
you
you're
know,
flying
if they go
planes,
down, they go down.
Yeah, and a lot of times they do, especially when you're talking about like you have negative weather conditions, high weather conditions, you know what I'm saying? Like storms and stuff. And then you literally just have a dude who has his own plane and he works on it to make sure that it flies so he can get to places. Yeah, it's gonna fail all the time, or a lot of time. Not all the time, but a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like
it can happen more often than not.
Yeah. There's so many elements against them that things are gonna go awry. Things are gonna go weird. And then if they like crash in the middle of like weird, crazy places, nobody's gonna ever find them again. So you know,
for instance, like, where I live, we have deltas, and there's a highway that runs along a delta. They found many a car in that delta with skeletons because people run off the road in the fog and into the delta, and you never see them again.
Yeah, exactly, Timely. And it's not the ghost of Mary's past that fell off the thing because she was mad because her boyfriend gave a blowjob to somebody on their wedding night, and you know what I'm saying? Like, no, the story's not true.
Yeah, there's
it's
nothing.
Most likely, it's Occam's.
There's nothing nefarious or mysterious.
Yeah, it's Occam's razor. There's usually a way easier answer than it's Yeti that are stealing 14-year-old little girls from the school. No, it's most likely a fucking predator that like is a human being that is, you know what I'm saying? And then they find some guy's basement with all these skins put up in it, and they're like, oh, well, I guess it wasn't Yeti. Yeah, duh, you idiots.
Yeah,
God
right?
damn it.
Excuse me.
And plane, boat, or on foot for probably 80% of Alaska. Yeah. There people do drive cars, and there's like 2 freeways technically, or like a highway thing.
Well, the Yukon, right? The Yukon goes up there through Canada.
There's one that goes up and down. There's one that goes left and right, or east and west. I think, or kind of like diagonal from southwest to northeast. I don't remember because I know, but I've seen a lot of documentaries about serial killers from there, and it's not the cryptids that are taking the peoples. Let's put it that way.
Correct.
And it's not the Yetis,
yes, monkey.
You
want to believe.
I think a lot of people want to believe.
Hey, I have been
And
here.
you know something?
Go ahead.
These serial killers who prowl the highways also want you to believe it's a fucking cryptid.
Well,
Yes,
that's what they do. Is,
don't they?
well, that's what they do. Probably is they go to every truck stop, they go to every cafe, they go to everything. And you go, you know why all those little girls gone missing?
Missing?
They take their coffee and swish it around because the goddamn Yeti takes a
Well,
sip.
there's
You
so
know what I'm
much
saying?
money
It's like
to be made from it. Look at Route,
well, and
look
that
around
too.
Area
Tourism.
57. How much money they make through visitors?
The only reason.
Or the Yeti himself, yeah, around that, them woodlands area, forest areas, of wherever I don't know what the Yeti is.
You know how many towns in the Americas survive only off of tourism?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 80%. Like literally every place that's in between a place that's not a town or a big city or not a big place, they have a museum, they have a tourist attraction, some way, shape, or form. Like, what was trippy as fuck to me when I was just in the Californias, when we were driving to Nevada, there was everything was named Donner something. There was Donner Lake, there was Donner Road, there was Donner this, there was so many Donners. Like, wait,
when you got to
we're
the
not
summit.
supposed.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. To me,
So,
but I was
okay. So, if when you go eat there, do you also eat doner kebab?
There's definitely probably human, and no, I'm just kidding. No,
there's Donner Lake, Donner Summit, Donner Pass.
The Donner Party was a culinary inspiration for the entire region, I am sure.
Yes, no, totally. We figured out how to jerk human. I mean, make jerky out of human. No, I'm just kidding.
I want to point out this is not to be confused with the donair, which is the special kind of sauce that goes on a sandwich.
No, Donner Party was a large group of people that were trying to go from the Midwest to the West, and they got stuck in the California mountains. And when I saw those mountains, I'm like, yeah, of course they got fucking stuck.
Yeah.
Oh my Jesus Christ. They're like, they're
left,
not like
I think
hills,
they left late
mountains.
and it was, yep.
Yeah, no, they did leave a little bit later than they should have, and they probably should have stayed where they were, but it doesn't matter. Like, there isn't mountains. There's literally like 200, 400 foot, like, cliff edges, and then have a top, and then it goes to the mountain. Like, oh my God, when we were driving through, I'm like, yeah, you couldn't get through this. And the only reason we're getting through this is because people blasted rock to make a fucking road so that we could drive through this bullshit. Like, otherwise you'd just be like, we're stuck in the middle of this weird, crazy valley that everything has weird, straight up rock faces, like, constantly. It was insane. But it was so weird that everything was called the Donner something. And if you don't know about the Donner Party, later take 5 seconds to
Might
look
be
it up.
something for a stream.
Maybe. I mean, that may be one of the murder mystery kind of thingy-mabobbers that we go over.
Oh, that's fun.
But that's basically it. I mean, every country has these things, especially America.
Mm-hmm.
And the cryptid side of things, obviously more because, no, I don't want to see the world's fucking biggest ball of string. I want to go and see some fucking blurred photograph of a new guy.
I want to go see a Mothman. I want to go see a Mothman. I want to go see a reptile man. I want to go see Loch Ness Monster in Michigan Lake or something, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Totally.
I mean, Lake Tahoe has its own mythical cryptid, Tahoe Tessie. So
yeah,
I mean,
exactly, Timely.
A la Nessie. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
at the airport, I was surprised to see so many book fresh things, either t-shirts or things hanging off of people's backpacks.
Yeah. In Colorado, there's fucking there's a Bigfoot symbol that like is on everything. And the back of everybody's fucking SUV or pickup truck has a Yeti symbol. Like, literally, it's fucking insane. There's a lot of companies out here though that go by Sasquatch, blah 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 something. But anyways, it's just fucking trippy, like how much money is
It's
being
like
made
where
off
I'm at
of
up in the
cryptids.
up north of me, up in the northwest. You know, Oregon and Washington, they got Bigfoot up, supposedly Bigfoot up there too.
It's everywhere in the Americas for
Supposedly, you know,
sure. It's
yeah.
fucking insane. Yeah, like they're like, hey, you know where we saw Bigfoot? Arizona. I'm like, hell no. You cannot find Bigfoot on the desert. You're fucking
No.
high as shit.
No.
Too warm for him.
Even in the high desert, like it's hilly and semi-mountainy, but there's nothing covering it. There's no trees at all. There's barely
no trees,
bushes,
yeah.
and
It's only where there's
cactuses.
forests.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. How is a fucking 12-foot tall motherfucking something gonna fucking hide behind a cactus that is fucking
They have
like
scorpion to deal with. They can't think about cryptids down there.
yeah, exactly.
And also,
scorpions.
monkey,
Go ahead.
monkey. Say you don't want to see the Mothman because something bad's going to happen, but does it also imply who that bad thing's going to happen to? Like,
so the whole thing about the Mothman is like before the bridge fell, people saw the Mothman, and then before something else happened in like New York, people said blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's
People
like an
keep seeing
omen,
things.
right?
Yeah, they keep seeing the Mothman before tragedies, and that's what Monkey is talking about. And see, executively,
Okay.
Bigfoot decal on your car. It's it's very very common. I don't know what state you are in. Arizona does have a massive forest, sure, but it's not like it's not like the forest here. But you're right. It's just silly when people say Arizona has a Bigfoot. You're like, are you kidding me? Seriously? Like, Jesus Christ.
You're ketamine me. Ketamine.
Yeah.
Ketamine me.
Oh, Jeebus. Okay, so let's get on with the
Arizona does have a
Kushataka.
cryptid.
Yeah. So
Like,
let's
go ahead,
go
Joe.
ahead. Let's go ahead and talk about the Kushimataka. No, I get you. I think the last place there is one of them is in AZ, but let's crack on.
Kushimataka.
Lies a legend as chilling as the will.
What?
Just Kushimataka. Sound like Akuna Matata.
When you said it that way.
That's complete. That's on the other side of the earth. That means completely different thing. Okay, let's crack on.
Wilderness itself. The Kushtaka, or land otter man, is a creature
The
that has
land
both
otter
intrigued and
man.
unsettled the
The Alaskan land otter man is what we're talking about right
Tlingit
now.
and Tsimshian peoples for generations. As shapeshifters capable of transforming between human and otter forms, these beings are woven deeply into the folklore of Southeast Alaska.
Of course they are. And everybody say hello to the Maury.
Hey, Maury.
Hello, Maury.
Up?
Hey, at least
Hey,
to
it
this
makes
time
sense.
you're
Mm-hmm.
at least this time you're not
Zilla,
waking up.
what's up?
At least, Maury, you're not waking up this time to horrible stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun for you to drink your morning coffee to today. And hello, Drewzilla.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yes.
Otters are involved in this because it is Alaska. They do have rivers. You got the ocean there. You know.
Well, I'm glad that you're here, Monkey Cat, because of that. We are going over
Probably
a
why
lot
you found this stream.
Yeah, even though you've been here again and again, and
Monkey, you don't need to click that link. That's only for
Yeah, do
for
not
the
click
blue
that
people.
link that brings this posted.
Don't
Do not
click
click,
the link.
that link.
Do not click. Nobody click that goddamn
Any links
motherfucking
brainless
link.
posts that we don't tell him
not
to
safe.
not
Damn
to
it.
post.
Don't post.
Click him. Don't click him.
Did people answer in the what's your favorite cryptid?
One
I don't
person
know how
did,
to
I think,
see this.
Chupacabra was
I
one
think
of
mine
them.
is.
Oh,
I think
okay,
mine's
that
on
was
the screen now.
Okay.
Troy,
Okay.
I think Troy
Well,
answered
anyways.
Chupacabra.
Okay, anyways, we'll just get done with
Earlier.
that. Monkey, you are now blue. Okay. And now that we have
I've only
went to
seen
just check
one
that
so
out.
far, and it's been Troy.
Okay, so what we're gonna do now,
3:44 your time.
So since you all fuckers didn't fucking do my Q&A, goddamn, that's why I don't do them, because nobody ever notices them or they never participate. Because like it's really it's hard to figure out what is going on. It's hard to figure out. Okay, sure, okay, maybe I should do it. But anyways, so what we're gonna do now is
ask questions. Ask you questions.
Sure, whatever. No, so anyways, everybody put your favorite cryptid in the side chat. Post it now. Say what is your favorite cryptid that, or the one you're most interested in, or whatever, and then let's crack on with the Otterman,
embodying the untamed and enigmatic nature of the region. According to legend, the Kushtaka possess a remarkable ability to mimic human cries, such as the wailing of an infant or the screams of a woman in distress, to lure unsuspecting individuals into perilous situations. This eerie mimicry plays on the innate human desire to help those in distress, leading many into the clutches of these deceptive beings. The Kushtaka's tactics are both cunning and haunting,
but why does it do it?
Making them one of the most feared entities in Alaskan folklore. Despite their fierce...
Oh my god!
Oh, wait, why can I not see the
Man, oh my Jeebus, oh my god, that is the most amazing. Oh my god, that's the most amazing fucking image I've ever seen in my whole entire life. Hey, Mr. Fear and Man Bear
What's funny is
totally.
the image before this, the guy's like way far away. They're way far away from each other, and all of a sudden, boom, they're right next to each other.
It's like he's shouting at him, "Where's my fucking fish?"
Or yeah, exactly to me. Where's my fish? Yeah,
fish.
I was gonna say where's my money, but no, where's my fish? That's totally on par.
Where's my favorite rock, man? Where's my favorite rock? I need my banging rock, man.
Where's my oysters? Where's my clams? You know, all of those things. We can go on for days. Anyways, let's crack on with this. How is my detachable penis a never mind. Let's not even go into that's never going. Let's not get into I'll stop right there. Let's crack on.
Some reputation, the Kushtaka are not always depicted as malevolent. In some stories, they are seen as benevolent guides who help lost or stranded individuals find their way back to safety. These tales offer a glimpse into the more compassionate side of these shapeshifters, suggesting that their intentions are not always sinister. However, the majority of Kushtaka legends depict them as dangerous.
Dude, what honestly does that thing look like in the background? Does that look like does it look like a brown or black bear?
Yeah, it looks like a bear.
It looks like a bear.
Yeah,
but if you were actually just being in the woods and you saw this coming towards you, your brain could totally misconstrue what was going on, because most likely you're gonna fucking yeet as soon as you fucking see this shit, right? So your mind is gonna play tricks on you as well, and especially if the lighting's bad, it has a deformity, like it has a broken arm or a leg or something else, or mange or something else like that, right? Not everything looks exactly completely like everything else, right? There are ways that things have anomalies, like a missing arm, losing hair, one ear because of it. So many things could happen to make something look like something else because you have your perspective.
Tricksters who drag their victims to a watery grave,
highlighting going to rough you up a bit for fish.
Well, hopefully, if you ever see a bear, it's just a big, hairy, gay guy in leather.
The unpredictable nature of these
he'll just rough you up a little bit.
Creatures. The legend of the Kushtaka is not confined to the Tlingit and Tsimshian peoples. Similar tales of otter-like shapeshifters appear in the folklore of other Alaskan native groups, such as the Uraelite of the Yupik people. These widespread legends suggest a deeper cultural and psychological significance, reflecting a shared fear of the unknown and the potential for
Yeah, and just stories. Okay, let's go to here.
wolf-like animal that has captivated the imagination of those who dare to venture into its territory.
A wolf-like
Often compared to the Ontario white wolf and
slim
sometimes
bear,
considered to be
totally.
the same creature, the wahila is a subject of both fascination and dread. Described as larger and more heavily built.
Yes, and we might go over different states as cryptids. We may do that.
Ordinary wolves, the wahila stands an impressive 3.5 to 4 feet at the shoulder.
I think that's what I have in
Its wide head, proportionally larger feet, and long, pure white fur set it apart from its lupin cousins. Unique to its appearance are its hind legs, which are shorter than its front legs, and tracks that reveal widely spaced toes. This physical description has led
bitch!
I love how they're like widely spread toes.
To numerous theories about the wahila's origins, with some suggesting it could be an amphicyanid, a prehistoric carnivore.
It comes out and gets its toenails done, you know what I'm saying? Because a girl's got to be on fleek, if you know what I'm saying.
It gets its hair blow dried, goes to the salon once a week.
You gotta get your hair did.
Yeah.
From the Miocene and Oligocene epochs, a dire wolf from the Pleistocene era, a prehistoric hyena, or perhaps a completely new species of canine. One of the most intriguing aspects of the wahila.
Basically, shiny.
Yeah, okay, well, let's not keep dwelling on that bullcrap. Okay, so they're literally just gonna like talk about this like
whales. Okay, come on.
Yeah. They're literally just gonna talk about that weird wolf for the same thing for a couple more minutes. So here we go. And what did I say about Alaska earlier?
To the legend of Bigfoot. When discussing Alaskan cryptids, the conversation is incomplete without mentioning the region's own Bigfoot, known by various names such as Arrowtack, Malukulai, or most commonly, the Alaskan Bushman or Tornit.
Yes, honey, and it is the fabulous gay wolf. That's exactly what
is there a Fabu wolf?
It was a fabulous. I'm fabulous, and it's a wolf.
Probably.
That's exactly
Is there just one of them?
This enigmatic figure
no, there's a bunch of them, supposedly.
Holds a significant place in the
I hate for them to be all
other
alone.
Alaskan native peoples, embodying the mysteries and wildness of Alaska's remote wilderness. The Alaskan Bushman is described as a giant, hairy, human-like creature that roams the state's untamed...
6 toes. Fuck's sake.
It's
called
but that's
AI. Is it AI?
Yeah, the
if this
image
thing's real, why didn't they just take a picture of it instead of making an AI?
Because they've never found a clear photo of like this, but this is definitely an illustrated fucking image or CGI.
There it is.
Is it based on a fossil? Did they say? They said something about prehistoric.
To ancient legends, these beings once had friendly interactions with humans, coexisting peacefully. However, in modern times, they are believed to actively avoid contact with civilization, retreating deeper into the wilderness to escape human encroachment. Characterized by immense strength and size, the Bushman is said to possess the ability to pick up large rocks and hurl them like pebbles. This creature's dual nature is a recurring theme in folklore, with some stories depicting it as a gentle giant.
Yeah, because there's never been a time that like a rock slide has happened, or that rocks have fallen, or the trees have like broken branches or things have fallen out of trees.
Correct.
That make it seem like you're getting rocks thrown at you. That's never happened. No, that's never happened. All right, let's crack on to the next.
Female of the species are on
or a bad windstorm, like you said, blew things over, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that could be thrown around or moved around that make you think that like things are dropping.
Why would you come up with these practical, logical? This is
because
wouldn't you rather believe in cryptid rather than natural occurrences? Things that are normal.
Because I'm being paid by a big cryptid to pretend they're not real, so that we can keep hiding them from all of you. That's how it only works.
You're trying to
Slim's in.
You're a BC shill.
Yes, yeah, I'm definitely the shill.
Slim's in
the psyop.
I need to show some disappointment.
That keeps molesting that one guy.
Because I'm quite disappointed in Drusilla.
Hey, Dave.
In picking sides with my
Drusilla
twin
do?
Mari.
Oh. The gang
hey, Captive Desk.
Oh, hey, Captive Desk.
Dave's a specialist in this. If Dave's available, he should be on the panel today. I don't know why that wasn't arranged in advance. But Dave, please get on here. Does anyone know how to reach Dave?
He has the Dismal Accords. You can go
Dave's
on.
not here,
There's a
man.
link in the Dismal
Right,
Accords. So if
Dave's
you would
not
like to
here.
join us, Dave, all you got to do
No,
is
this is Dave's wheelhouse,
join
his
us.
bailiwick,
So,
and all
anyways,
of that shit.
this is the cryptid that I fucking cannot fathom that it could actually be a thing, because here we go.
Perilous environment and deter them from wandering near treacherous ice flows. Descriptions of the Calopilluid vary, but certain features remain consistent. Often depicted with green, slimy skin, long hair, and long fingernails, these beings are undeniably otherworldly. Their hands are webbed like those.
But how
Hey,
could
Mario,
they
it's
be
a
like
picture of
that
you.
in freezing water? We couldn't have this in freezing water.
Of an aquatic
What does this
creature.
fucker look like?
Reptilian. It's like a reptilian. It's a
It looks
frog,
like the creature
lizard,
from the Black with dreads.
from the black.
Yeah, it kind of looks like
They-
that dude that the water movie, the weird water movie where he's like he falls in love
Waterworld.
with the human woman. No, not one,
So
not the
the-
Kevin
the-
Costner one.
It's the
one-
creature from the Black Lagoon is what
Well,
it looks
that,
like.
But there's a more
He's got
recent
dreads,
one. I forget what it's called.
CrossFit
Yeah,
riff rap.
he's so he's the creature from the Jamaican Lagoon. There we go. Never
Yes.
mind. Let's crack on.
Adorned with scales and fins.
Didn't the creature in the
They wear an amati, an Inuit parka
Okay.
traditionally worn by women.
I was gonna say-
sometimes said to be made of eider duck feathers.
Go ahead, Mama.
I was gonna say, didn't the creature in Alien versus Predator had dreads, or was that Predator?
That would be Predator.
The Predator had
did have
dreads.
Predator had dreads.
I don't know if the other one did or
Yeah,
didn't.
they're
but I know
called
Predator
yacha.
did. Yeah. Okay, so
Okay.
now let's go to
Their
more
hairstyle
of
might
this
not have been
fish thing.
the major component of the movie, but maybe it was. Maybe I missed that.
And now we know why the polar bears are dying, is because this creature keeps eating all the fucking food.
The ability to alter their appearance through a technique known as polydyminic. Predominantly described in feminine terms, the Calopilluid is said to maintain her long, flowing hair using the abducted children.
Oh, it's a her.
Despite occasional references using the pronoun he, the creature is mostly portrayed as female, with her long fingernails and distinctive amati reinforcing this image. Living along the icy coasts of the Arctic, the Calopilluid lie in wait under the water,
I got
hunting
a
children who
question.
stray too close to.
Hunting children, because children are always
Where
at
did-
the edge of water, right?
Where do
Go
male
ahead.
catacouyes get their nails clipped at? That's what I want to know. Like,
Well,
what's
supposedly it's only a
how
female.
are the long
They're only
nails an
females.
indication of femininity in wild creatures? That's all I want to know.
No, that's definitely not a
That's
thing.
like,
but
please explain this to me.
I think that what they were trying to get at, because it was an ancient tradition, is it's a female being that's stealing the children because of
It wants to wrap
connection
them up in
of
its little,
female and children. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I forgot to ask: is the Arctic Kraken coming? You know, the great white furred kraken of the Arctic.
Could
Is that,
be.
you got that one?
there's I've
Okay.
never heard of a kraken of the Arctic, but there
Oh,
is
it's
this.
real.
Stop in the
It's
journey
real.
through Alaska.
But there. Okay, sure, but there's this.
Alaska's
Tale
cryptids
as
takes us
old
to
as
the
time.
waters off the Alaskan coast. In the folklore of the Inuit people of Alaska lies a creature both feared and revered, a guardian of the icy waters, known as the Tizaruk. Tales of this enigmatic sea serpent have echoed through generations, weaving a narrative as deep and mysterious as the
And what
Arctic
is
Ocean
it?
itself. Imagine, if you will, a tranquil expanse of frigid waters stretching under the pale gaze of the northern lights.
Oh yeah, I'm just imagining it. I'm sorry.
In this
sorry.
ethereal realm, where icebergs loom like silent sentinels and seals dance across the flows, the Tizaruk is said to reign. Described as a serpent with a sinuous body and a head akin to that of a seal, this creature embodies the raw power and unpredictability of the Arctic seas. The legends speak of encounters.
So it's literally just a big
Aw.
seal, you fucking weirdos. I know. Look
Pretty
at how
much,
cute this freaking
yeah.
thing is.
Is
But
it
it's
though?
just
I don't-
once again, it's just humans misseeing certain things. Like, you know what happens when you drink a lot of
Mhm.
alcohol and you smoke some meth and then you go and like go fishing on the ocean? Yeah, you're probably gonna see weird things like this. I'm not saying that's what happened, but
it may or may not have. It may or may not have been a pareidolia type scenario.
Yeah, no, well, not just.
Yeah.
I don't think pareidolia is the right word, but seeing things differently than what is actually happening. Your eyes and your senses.
Have you ever seen a log in the dark when you're like out in the woods? Like,
it could have been a block of ice that they've seen. So, yeah.
Sure, maybe that, but I'm more thinking that they saw a creature. More of the time, I think that maybe people are seeing the creature just like they've drank a couple beers or smoked a, you know what I'm saying? And then also perspective is another thing. How far out in the ocean, if there's nothing around for you to tell how big or small something is, because there's nothing next to it. Like you know why you put a quarter.
No comparison.
Yeah, when you know why you put a quarter. When you're showing measurement or size for certain things, because otherwise you're like
hammer for scale. Everybody does that, right?
Yeah, you're like, oh my god, that is a huge train, and then you put the quarter next. You're like, oh, geez, that's
okay. So I need to put one of these quarters next to my dick for scale.
Well, it matters on if you want to show how small it is. I mean, I'm sorry. Let's crack on.
It's just a regular 6 inches, nothing special.
I know. Yeah,
so is mine from a kneecap.
But
that's what they all say, Brainless.
But there's some that want it, so probably doing something right.
Anyways, let's crack on. So once again, I think these people are just I think these people are missizing it, and once again, like seals are actually fucking huge, and you could claim that they're fucking 12 feet long, and they're usually 8 or 6, right?
Yeah,
it's easy.
But Slim, have you heard of sea lions? I don't know if they come up that far north or in that area, but like
I lived in California and San Diego, and they were all of them were around us. I literally grew up around all of them, so I know how big they are and how big. Yeah, no, they're fucking huge. And once again, when you see them, the normal human or just a normal interaction without it being at like SeaWorld or in a closed space like on the beach or something, right? Like it's out in the wild, like way like weirder of a circumstance, you might be like, that was 12 feet fucking long. And once again, what happens with humans? What do? We always tell the fish story, right?
Yeah, we exaggerate.
I caught a 12-inch fish. I caught a 12-inch fish. When I go to the bar after I've had a couple of drinks, that fucking trout was 2 feet fucking long. You know what I'm saying? It took me fucking hours to take it in.
I could go for some trout.
I could go, yeah. Somebody, I was watching a thing about how to dip canned something trout with chips, and I'm like, oh my god, that sounds so fucking good. Anyways, let's crack on.
You guys have smoked trout there? Is that a thing? Around here?
Captive says that they don't have the Dismacord link. Can somebody get them that?
We need to get it to them.
Dismacord. Somebody wants
to make that happen if I think really hard.
We can, hopefully we'll think. Okay, let's crack on before I start getting more and more fucking hungry because I've not eaten today.
I'll fix that.
And I have a bean and cheese burrito.
I know I have Dave as a friend. I'm just trying to find it now.
Okay, well, we got it. We got it. That's what my coho is for.
Okay.
Well, that's what my coho is for. So, anyways, let's crack on. Let's crack on, Dave. Let's crack on now.
Coho, come on, get up.
My coho.
Often recounted by seasoned hunters and elders huddled around crackling fires. They tell of boats overturned in an instant, of fishermen snatched from the safety of their kayaks by a powerful, unseen force beneath the waves. To the Inuit,
and that could be a gazillion and a half things.
The Tizaruk is not merely a creature of myth, but a potent symbol of respect for the treacherous waters they navigate daily. Central to these tales is the belief.
Look at how cute that is. It's like a prehistoric.
That's definitely a seal.
But it looks prehistoric-esque. But anyways.
That the Tizaruk is both protector and punisher, a guardian of the sea who demands caution and reverence from those who dare to venture into its domain. It is said that those who heed its warnings and show proper respect are granted safe passage, while those who ignore its presence risk meeting a fate sealed by icy waters.
When you see one of them, what you got to do is you got to throw them some motherfucking fish, and then they'll be like, "All right, pass on."
I'll just pop it in here.
How do we know that thing isn't just an orca whale with like a neck problem?
It can be so many fucking things. That is the real reason what it was, and not a cryptid, obviously. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're gonna go to. Well, we have been asked this, so we're gonna go to mythical creatures from each American state. It's totally one. Oh, it's one of these thingy-mabobbers. Okay, we're totally gonna do this first then. Top 10 cryptids.
There's supposedly a plesiosaur in Vermont.
There's a plesiosaur.
Yeah, there is the
Vermont.
lake monster. The what do they have that? It's
Hey, Westside.
I forget which lake that is, but yeah, there's a lake. Is it in Lake? It's
Hey,
Champy
Westside.
and Lake Champlain. I think that's
Lake
one.
Champlain.
And
I think that has one too.
Like Burlington's AHL team, I think is called the Lake Monsters. I think is that right? Burlington, Vermont. Can anybody check me on that? I don't know my New England hockey teams that well.
Not a clue.
Okay, well, let's crack on. Let's go.
I was expecting you to be the one to help me out with this.
Let's go to Captive. There's the Dismacord link below.
Captive is already in the Dismacord.
Okay, let's go ahead and.
I'm not sure. Can you see older? Yeah.
Can Dave get there? Okay.
Okay, there we blow.
Howdy.
Hello, everybody.
How's it?
Dave.
Hello.
Dave is here.
Dave's here, man.
Awesome. So let's go ahead to.
That is the voice. Sorry.
Australian cryptids.
I don't know why I got that with some male voices, but I'm like. That is a voice. That is a good voice.
So in Lake Champlain, they say that they have, or Westside Girl says they have a long boat festival for the monster. All right.
Yeah.
I like how they have a long boat festival, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways, all right. So, welcome.
Yeah, Lake Champlain. It's called Champ.
Yeah, it's Champ.
Yeah, Champ. Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Champ. Okay, I thought it was Champy. All right, that's cool. Oh, that's a good name.
Whenever I hear Lake Champlain, I always think that somebody's really drunk and they were supposed to say Lake Champagne, but they didn't get it right. And then I think of a lake that is full of champagne. I'm like, yes, that would be amazing. Anyways, all right. So
Samuel de Champlain was one of the original European explorers from the more recent exploration of North America in that region. I don't know that the name is related to that, but I wouldn't be surprised because he traveled and explored extensively in Quebec and New England.
No, his last name was Champlain for sure. But
Champlain,
anyways,
yeah. So that may be why. I don't know.
Mari,
that's me.
Yeah, no, no. That is Captive Desk's sexy voice. Anyways. Yeah. Let's crack on.
They're swooning over my voice again.
Yep, exactly.
One day I hope to have a voice.
He's got that nice gravel radio voice.
Yes. So let's crack on with.
No, that's not radio. That's audiobook. That's not.
Yeah.
Well,
sure.
Special kind of audiobook, Dave.
Like radio is not good enough for that voice.
Yeah, sure.
I appreciate it.
I think Dave could have a ninth career is doing Sasquatch porn readings. It's a special niche market.
All right. So, yes, niches. Never mind. So, anyways, are you all ready to go over Australia's cryptids?
Yeah.
I'm a little fucking afraid, actually.
You thought the cryptids we went over before were fucking weird. Just wait, there's more.
Yeah, like if you live in Australia where everything's trying to kill you, every real animal, like what kind of fucking cryptids are you gonna come up with?
Why would you even come up with cryptids, literally, except for drop bears, because that's a fucking fun joke.
Invent something?
Yeah, you literally have like jumping spiders that are meters wide. Yeah, you have kangaroos and the other things that actually will kick your face in. Everything is fucking horrible there, except for the koalas.
Bunny rabbits are venomous over there. Fucking hell.
Well, or they will kick the shit out
Even
of you,
the
and they're
koalas
fucking
are so.
like huge. Sure, and the koalas, yes, they
The
are
koalas have so
fucking
many
not
STDs,
nice.
You can't even have fun with them anymore.
Yeah, no, you're gonna get
What's that other
herpes from a
thing?
goddamn fucking koala.
They got
Jesus
snakes that'll kill
Christ!
you by looking at you.
You're not supposed to stick your dick in them.
I just fingered it, okay? Jesus, I'm just kidding. So shit, I should not say that. Anyways,
God, Slim.
Tiny octopus, the blue
Can't
ring
take you
octopus.
anywhere.
If you swim through its ink, you don't make it
hey,
back.
hey, it was wearing that pretty little dress, and so no, I'm just kidding. So let's keep cracking on with the friggin'
Like Bugs Bunny
Australian.
dressed up in women's clothes.
Yeah, Bugs Bunny was asking for it. I'm just kidding. All right, so let's go to Australian cryptids. I'm going to start this, and then I'm going to step away for 10 seconds, grab another burr, and then I will be right back, and then we will go from there and see what are the Australian cryptids. Let's make sure that I can turn off my camera first. All right, there we go. All right, let's hope that I remember to do that before I.
And welcome back to Cryptid Central. In today's video, we're going to be travelling to the land down under to take a look at 10 Australian cryptids. First on the list at number 10 is the thylacine, or better known as the Tasmanian tiger, a living fossil that mainstream scientists insist has been extinct since the 1930s, but sightings continue to be reported as recently as 2021. It is a dog-like marsupial with a wide opening mouth, and are instantly recognizable by their signature tiger stripes, and are also famous for being the largest carnivorous marsupial in modern times. Sadly, their numbers were decimated after having to compete with dingoes for food, which were introduced to the area by humans 10,000 years ago, and they were also hunted both as a food source and...
Wait, didn't they fucking find some of these recently or something like that?
There's rumors.
Okay, all right. So technically, it is still a cryptid.
Technically, still extinct. Yeah.
But
okay.
But is it
so
Dave,
yeah, extinct.
Dave, is it technically a cryptid? If it's
no,
a
it's no, it's not.
No, it's not.
You know,
no.
it's a.
No, it literally is not a cryptid.
If it was extinct and coming back kind of supernaturally, then it would fall into a cryptid. But if they just find one,
the Arctic kraken, is that a cryptid?
If
absolutely,
the one with the white furry coat.
Yep. The Arctic fox.
Okay.
Anyways,
is a real fox.
If it existed,
that's the thing.
then and we found out it was still here, that would not be a cryptid. It is zoological, whatever they call that bullshit. We've never found fossil history, bone, blah 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 history of the evolution scale of it. Then it would be a cryptid. These we already have things, and this is the closest thing we've come this whole episode to being a real thing, which is a real thing, but it's still being nowadays over there. I'm not sure if they found some recently or not, but
supposedly, yeah, people are out in the middle of nowhere, which is a lot of Australia, and supposedly they're spotted here and there. But
yeah, well, how much fucking whiskey or rum are they fucking drinking?
How many pints of Fosters do you need to drink to turn a dingo into a Tasmanian tiger?
Oh, about 1 million. That stuff is piss.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying it's good.
They seem to be extinct.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. I think they drink more than just a couple of Fosters, and actually, none of them drink any of that out there because they believe it's shite.
It's like molten export. We send that stuff to other places so that we can keep the good beer at home.
They literally
drink some Fosters.
It's probably made out of piss, and then they send it to everybody, and they laugh every time somebody drinks one. Anyways, let's crack on.
And because they were blamed for killing livestock. By the early 20th century, thylacines became extremely hard to find. In 1930, Wilf Batty shot and killed one. This specimen would be considered the last known.
And that was the last one. Thanks, dude. No, I'm just kidding.
Wild thylacine. In 1933, a thylacine by the name of Benjamin.
No, you need about like what 150 to 200 or something close to that for a species to keep propagating. So like at that point, 30 something, whatever. Once you're down to like 12, it's pretty much fucking screwed.
30 if they're not being hunted or killed, obviously.
Yeah, the cheetahs are in bad shape and they're in the thousands. So
yeah, exactly. Similarly, that's what I was saying. Like even that low.
Well, the fertility goes down too when they don't have diversity in their gene pool. Like
you don't want to just keep having
fertility gets worse, and
they're all getting sick too. The vets are all out darting the cheetahs all the time with medications and everything.
Okay.
Maybe they should try holistic medicine.
Oh,
yeah, they should just tie crystals around their necks.
How to try homeopathy?
Yeah, no, don't try homeopathy.
They should just stick crystals up their butt, and then no, I'm just kidding.
Anything but.
All right.
Anything
Anything
but
but
what they do in their own bedrooms with consenting adults. But yeah, don't shove homeopathic remedies up your butt.
And it's definitely quite
Mari,
beautiful.
that's exactly what I was just about to say. They're actually
they're cuties. Of course they are.
A beautiful animal. Yeah.
Oh,
then
look
again,
at that.
It was captured and sold to the Hobart Zoo.
is pretty.
In September of 1936, Benjamin would die due to the negligence of volunteer zookeepers. However, since being officially declared extinct, there have been a recorded 3,800 sightings on file from mainland Australia alone since the 1936 extinction.
Yeah, like I said, I thought there was like things, but again, same difference. Like we don't have proof.
Date. Number 9. The Goonai. The Goonai is said to be found
Just look at this weird, crazy shite.
near Marysville, Victoria.
Yeah,
the
I
animal
know.
features deer-like antlers atop a wombat-like body, albeit one with striped markings on its back, hindquarters, and tail. They were first sighted by gold miners in the 1860s in the Central Highlands, but the initial witness testimonies were put down to fertile imagination or rough liquor. Marysville
or being poisoned from working in a fucking mine or getting black lung or any other thing that you could have happened from fucking working in mines.
Come now, Slim. These were real, genuine cryptids that people saw.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
You're just not taking it seriously because you can't suspend your disbelief for 1 second.
No, they totally saw these things, but that's because of all the fucking shit that they were under the influence of.
That's what we say on the grass.
Air guy or some kind of fungus?
Look at Australia
Dave.
as a country.
That's what we say on the
fast.
We say on the grass, man, often.
Full of fucking weird stuff anyway. Why wouldn't these things exist?
We don't doubt people see things. It's what did they see actually. So
what
was it really? Yeah.
And some of these animals just have deformities and different things, and you might see one that looks, all screwed up because there's something wrong with it. But there's no populations of them.
Oh, I saw a mangy fox one time that I had to do a double and triple take, and then I took a picture of it, and I wasn't sure what it was at first because its fur was all messed up and matted, but it was missing from places, and I was like, what kind of a weird dog is this? And then I checked it out, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's just a fox with some sort of weird condition. It's caught some sort of fungus or whatever.
And that goes for most hairier furry animals. You shave them down, you see different ones that have, for whatever reasons, lost hair or had to have surgery.
They look weird.
They look very odd.
Yeah. It changes their body shape,
and especially if they're
and like a lot of dogs just get them wet, so their fur just becomes flat.
They
the
look
dog
funny
looks
that way
completely
too,
different.
Oh yeah, if it was in a mud puddle or something, it's gonna look totally different. So.
And if it's emaciated because of a disease or a parasite or some other thing that's eating the crap out of it or taking its nutrients, then it's going to look even weirder as fuck. The jackalope was actually a thing for about 10 years or 12 or something like that. I believe.
We know that's real, right? People have
because what happened is there was a virus or bacteria. It was a bacteria, I believe, that was causing calcium to grow on the faces of rabbits. And the reason why it was growing mainly on the faces is because they would put their heads into the grass or wherever the fungus was and eating. So the thing that was touching it most was their faces. So they grew these weird calcium deposits that came out, and they weren't like what most people would think of for them growing out of their foreheads or the sides of their foreheads like normal antlers. They grew everywhere. And then after,
how do you explain the taxidermied ones I've seen with real antlers coming out of their heads? How do you explain that, Slick?
Because they're taxidermy. Never mind.
Well, antlers are kind of random as it is, and every so often you can get some oddball
animals together. You can't.
A little genetic tweak, and they're going to grow all
glue an
weird
antler
and
onto a
stuff.
rabbit to trick people. That's weird. Nobody would do that.
Yeah,
no, I wouldn't say nobody.
So once again,
There's no legitimate taxidermist would
exactly.
be goofing around like that. That's never
Ripley's
happened.
Believe It or
No one would
Not,
ever put a polar bear coat on a giant squid, for instance. That would never happen.
Yeah, somebody wouldn't take a trout and put the skin of a rabbit around it to make a furry trout. No, that wouldn't happen in the southern Colorados. No, nobody would.
That's
fake
never
that
happened.
bullshit.
That's why we
No,
have the
it's
furry
never.
trout.
Yes,
that is not a
exactly.
euphemism either. It's a trout that has a fur coat because it's so cold here.
Well, yes. And anyway, so let's crack on right quick and get into this. So what if there was a beaver, another like mid-sized animal that something happened to the top of their fucking head to grow something, or somehow they fucking got the antlers stuck into their fucking skull from a deer, from an elk, and then somehow pulled them out. And there's only one ever, the weirdest case of the craziest shit ever happening that somebody saw, right? They only saw one of them.
It seemed more like a beaver. A beaver would like have branches or stuck to it just from, its activities of building dams and everything. Maybe it could have got like a bramble branch or something just all stuck on it, Yeah.
Well, or let's put it. Let's even just throw out the fucking fishing lure and try to put this one in. Say you just did a shot of moonshine and you're sitting there, and a beaver has all these sticks in its mouth, and it's 150 yards away, and it's moving through the forest. What the fuck are you gonna see? I'm gonna see fucking antlers on top of a fucking beaver, right?
I'm gonna go with sticks. I think that's most probable.
But yeah, exactly something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
is this drunk?
Old-timey days.
Is this drunk ass hick gonna fucking think that that's what it is? Nah, he's fucking high on moonshine. He's gonna be like, that goddamn beaver had goddamn motherfucking antlers on it. If I ever fucking saw one, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, they used to drink wood alcohol too back then. Like, people were crazy.
Dude, they used to do a lot of crazy things. And not just that, but they were poisoning themselves constantly with lead and a handful of other things, carbon monoxide and other things, right? And so, like, if you're huffing fucking things that aren't good for you, then you're
they knew how to have a good time back then, is what you're trying to say.
Marie is saying something about little things. There are like fairies and forest people, and there are a lot of miniature type. Things,
I think that's more Scandinavia, right? Like the
bigger ones are just a better story. It's like a fish story. So
actually, all around the world, we do have little versions of tree gnomes, fairies, elves, and other things. But I think probably like Japan and like you're saying, like Scandinavia probably has like the origins of a lot of those, and we probably will be going over some of these, Mari. So just wait, there's more, because we're trying to get further onto this. So let's crack on further with let's get into. Let's see what the next. Ooh, that's what it is. That's totally it. That's exactly what that guy saw when he was totally smoking all that meth while he was
Oh,
drinking
look at the
moonshine.
cutie.
This ain't Photoshop. This is done in fucking paint.
That's what I would say. That's even my lack of expertise in Photoshop. I can do better than that.
What? This isn't real?
Yeah,
What are you talking about? Those antlers are
Glancing
totally
at it for
attached
half
to the
a second,
back.
driving down the road here, I can tell you for sure. That thing
Use
is
a little
Christ.
blend or something around the edges. I mean, come on.
And
something around the
that
edges,
background,
for sure.
and it's not even the original background either. They literally took a background. That little thing you move over
Is
there.
that
the
a
marble,
wombat?
I think so. There we go. Wombat. And then they put fucking antlers behind it. Like, it's fucking redonkulously. Jesus. Okay,
Before he saw the
let's go to the next thing, which is the drop bear. Yes.
Number 8. The drop bear.
Yes.
Drop bears are vicious marsupials that live in the treetops that will drop down onto humans and attack them. The Australian Museum describes the drop bear as having coarse orange fur with some darker mottled patterning. They are around the size of a leopard or a large dog and are...
Oh my Jesus Christ, just look at that fucking image. Oh my God.
Talk about a zombie.
That's a
Jeez.
joke because it doesn't happen.
Oh my God, that like just the amalgamation of however they made that is fucking insanely silly.
It looks like a scary teddy bear right there.
Dude, do you think that's taxidermy? Do you think that's fucking real, or do you think that's completely fucking fake?
No, that's not real. That's a drawing. That's a painting or something.
Because like the teeth.
Koalas sleep 20 hours a day, or something like
totally
that.
They do. Yeah. Okay, let's crack on.
Are heavily built with powerful forearms for climbing and holding onto prey. They are thought to live in the Great Dividing Range in southeastern Australia. Number 7.
So if you all, I'm sure almost everybody knows this by fucking now, but if not for some weird fucking reason, drop bears is a thing that Australians will tell tourists to get them to fucking have fun with them. Just like how to catch a wild, like how to catch a wild haggis, or the jackalope here, or eating Rocky Mountain oysters, even though I know that's not an animal catching thing. But you're like, hey, you ever had a Rocky Mountain oyster? You like oysters, right? The ocean kind. Well, we got lake or stream oysters is what we call them as well. So Rocky Mountain stream oysters. And then they're like, yeah, and it's bull's balls. It's just fried bull's balls. That's what you just serve fucking stupid people. Well, naive people. Bull's balls.
or Chevy Chase to make a good funny movie.
Or that too, yes. So there's the
when you chew them.
Oh, they're chew. Yes, they're definitely chewy. If they're done right, they're not that bad, but they can. Anyways, let's crack on with the phantom cat.
The Gippsland phantom cat. The Gippsland phantom cat is a feline cryptid in the Gippsland region of southeastern Victoria in Australia. They look to be a type of panther, and reports in the region date back to the 1970s. Dr. John Henry, a researcher from Deakin University, studied the reported sightings from the 1970s and concluded that it was beyond reasonable doubt that large cats were roaming the Grampians region.
What most likely happened, since we have so much like...
We've got them all over Britain as well, these types of pictures and things. Cats.
It's rich people have let go large fucking cats.
That's what most people say here.
This is another one that's this is another one that's not a cryptid. It's just some cats that got loose and they're feral now. So.
Yeah, and they only live for a couple years in these certain places.
When keeping them became illegal, then they were like, oh yeah, we can't get caught with them. So,
well, not just that, but there's a handful of people who are like, oh, look at this little cute little kitty cat that's black when they buy them, right? But they're tiny. And then it turns into this fucking massive thing that fucking wants to fucking tear your throat out constantly. And you're like, fuck you, bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
Get this. There was a high school. I think it was West Boston High. I'm not sure.
They had a
And,
cat, yeah.
and there was just like across the street, there was someone who kept tigers and leopards and pumas.
Oh
this
my.
was in Florida.
Yep, yeah.
It wasn't Joey, was it?
We had a pet store that just until recently, they had a cat and a bear and some other things in some tiny little cages, and it took a lot of civic action and everything to finally get them to say, no, you can't have those things. But yeah, they're right out in front. You passed by the cages before you went into the feed store. Big feed store.
That's fucking I'm so glad they stopped that.
That is good publicity. Like you have special animals out. So yeah, so I get
sadly, that's what they did.
But sure, but that's
that's how it started. But like at some point, we all realized it's bad to do that, and then they should have just pulled a zoo and said like, "Hey, can you come pick them up?"
And if it gets loose too, it's back in the day that feed store might have been country, but the neighborhoods kind of grew up around, so now you got neighborhoods with kids and everything. And
and so if it got out, it's a death sentence immediately.
It's probably not going to be very happy being in a cage all its life.
No, and when it gets let out, if you try to fucking capture it, it's gonna not like you at all. I don't remember when it was. It was like in the 1990s or something like that. The guy fucking let out like 25 exotic animals, and it was like 4 monkeys. It was like a zebra or 2. It was a couple lions and a couple things. And like, it was just insanity that, them running around. And then the cops trying to catch them. And so it's a common thing for rich fucks to have these exotic animals, and either they got out on an accident, because that's easy as fuck too. Like you don't have a dungeon that holds these things in. Sometimes it's usually in a backyard or like in a garage, which is just one door or one exit out to get to outside, and then there's not another structure, or maybe there is one more, but then it can get anyways. So literally, I think pretty much this is what this is there is a handful of places around the world that are seeing these large cats, and it most likely is just them getting out, and it's not a cryptid, because there's, even if it's not a cryptid because there's not a fucking like 20-foot cat. It's just
it's not a ghost or anything.
Yeah, it's just a regular large pussy that got out, and it's just like when cougars get let out into the wild, they just consume all of the dick. All the things that they can. Anyways, let's crack on.
Of Victoria. In June 2005, Kurt Engel, a deer hunter from Noble Park, shot what he claimed was a large cat in rugged terrain near the town of Sale. Engel photographed the dead cat.
That's not, never mind. This looks like that one weird wild cat, but it's not that fucking tall or big. Like there is references. Yeah, there's the references points that show us that this isn't a huge thing. It's just a weird exotic freaking cat.
Before cutting off its 26-inch long tail and dumping the body in a river.
Why did you do that, you fucker?
In 2012, the state government purported that the existence of...
Hey, you know what? The best thing to get is the pussy's tail. I'm sorry, I'm done.
Big cats in Victoria was highly unlikely.
There's been a bunch of Bigfoot hunters that supposedly got a Bigfoot, and then they said, well, where's the evidence? They said, well, we were scared we would get in trouble, so we buried it. And it's like, you didn't even snip a fingernail or anything, So, yeah. Convenient.
And are there rules about shooting one?
In some areas, it's illegal to hunt Bigfoots, but in most places, it's not.
Yeah. But anyways,
you got all these nature documentary people who go out, professionals, and they never see them,
or they never
because they're supernatural.
And never instead of because they can transcend through time and space and hey Maya. No,
most cryptids are shapeshifters. Most cryptids are shapeshifters, so they can always turn into a butterfly or a bug or whatever.
Well,
yeah, they
and
can
then the
just turn
Bigfoot you
into
do
your
see, they're like
herpes
really,
sores.
yeah, and then the Bigfoot you do see, they're really off in the distance. You really can't make out what it is, or they're through the trees. It's all grainy, you know.
Yeah, because remember, Bigfoot is pixelated.
Trees and I have decided most of those pictures are cow butts.
Exactly. Exactly.
Cows are furrier than you think. I didn't realize it, but they leave big fur balls everywhere, and when the people find these fur balls, and it usually comes out either a deer or a cow.
Cows are so cute. Yeah, and okay, this one is aimed at slightly something else, but it does have the same thing as the cryptids. Let me show you.
What's this, Los?
The frequency of miracles.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That went down when cameras were invented.
Yeah, so did UFO sightings.
Got even less when good cameras came around.
And
they came back when Photoshop.
You've got the roadkill factor too. I mean, with all the traffic on the roads we have all around the world, you'd expect some more roadkill.
And the other thing is like, how many motherfucking trail cameras do these hunters put up everywhere around the Americas? Are you kidding me? We have not seen any of the fucking cryptids.
And those cameras these days have good fucking quality.
Yes, they do.
And yes, do people try to like play off blah 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 for this and that and even drone footage for something? No, it's just a fucking big fucking ugly dude wearing a bunch of fucking dark clothing walking through the forest. That's mainly what all I see.
And the oddball pictures seem to be whatever it is licking or smelling the camera, and you've just got this crazy up close shot of its mouth or up its nose or something.
Yeah.
As someone who's driving the big vehicles and seeing tons of different kinds of animals laid out on the side of the road, I've never fucking seen a Bigfoot.
Or any other cryptid.
It's always been identifiable.
There's thousands easy, and none of them have ever been roadkill.
Yeah, no,
But when they're shapeshifters, though, and they can beam up and all kind of supernatural things, you can explain it away.
Extra-dimensional Bigfoot.
Yes, well, that's what they claim that is of the things, and there's a lot of Native American beings that are able to do that as well. They call them coyotes, or I don't remember. Anyways, let's crack on with this one.
Who? A blood-sucking creature that preys on people by sucking almost all of their blood before swallowing them whole. It would then take a drink of water and take a nap, then wake up and regurgitate the person, turning them into a Yarama Yahoo themselves. It resembles a blend of a human and a frog-like amphibian.
I always want to be ingested.
How do you know exactly what this thing did?
If there's nobody who's ever
there's somebody that wasn't there wrote a book about it.
With hair and red skin. It has an enlarged mouth with no teeth and suckers on the tips of its fingers that it uses to suck the blood from its victims. Number 5, the Yowie.
There it is. That's the one I'm waiting for.
Someone's got to make a video game of that.
This
Someone's got to make a video game where that.
This is the Australia Bigfoot here.
I love how the last thing they didn't explain anything about that fucking cryptid, but now we're here. Let's crack on.
Considered to be the Australian Bigfoot, the Yowie is described to stand between 5 and 9 feet tall.
Look at how he's just holding that kangaroo like it's nothing.
With a large red mouth, talon-like claws,
if you don't know,
and 2
Bigfoots have
large
a
canines.
version all around the world. You can find a version of Bigfoot on every continent except for Antarctica.
Although that's what we're gonna,
and I'm sure that's coming soon.
And there may, I'm not ruling out that somebody might spot one there. So we'll See.
I think the flat earthers are going to claim that's why they didn't see the 24-hour sun is because of Bigfoot.
Oh, geez, you just
It'll
opened
be
up
one
a can
of
of
the
worms.
plausible things they float around.
Can open worms everywhere.
There you go. There you go, flat earthers. There's your out.
There's another conspiracy for you.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
This guy here is on a photo shoot by the looks of it. Look at him.
I know. Look at him. Look at how
Totally.
yeah.
He-
Talk
he's
about
like-
washed and blow dried styled hair, man. Look at that. Jeez, even the beard and the mustache.
Not like looking at that face and listening to Dave's voice, they fit together.
Go ahead, Commander.
You were talking about the flowing hair. I'm gonna look up the Chewbacca shampoo commercial.
Really? Oh, thank you. That would be
or
great.
Chewbacca
That would be great.
stranded here.
This is his dating profile photo. Anyways, let's crack on.
Distinguish it from other Bigfoot species. It usually has either brown or red fur. Like most Bigfoot species, it is theorized that the Yowie descends from an ancient ape called the Gigantopithecus blackeye. The most recent sightings were reported in early 2021. 3 sightings were reported in 2021, and at least 6 sightings in 2020. All of the sightings were reported in the state of Queensland. Number 4, the Euro.
And the Euro Beast. Oh yeah, this is the fucking.
We have way more Bigfoot sightings just here in Ohio than they have in all of the country.
Gotcha.
They got to step up their game over there.
Yeah, in northern Colorado, we have like 20 a week or some weird shit like that.
Euroa beast. The Euroa beast is a 30-foot-long amphibious beast.
Yeah, it is.
Sighted in 1890. The first accounts of this bizarre event were published in the Brisbane Courier, and then in the Melbourne Argus on the 28th of February, and again on the 1st of March, 1890, where witnesses testified that a nearby swamp had been infested by an unidentifiable 30-foot-long monstrosity since 1884. Some investigators have speculated that this pug-faced beast may actually be an ancestral amphibian known as Pederpes finneyae. These short, squat, presumed extinct crocodile-like tetrapods hail from the early Carboniferous and represent what many scientists believed,
or it could just have been a fish that you didn't fucking recognize, you weirdos,
to be the missing link between fish and land animals.
Because a lot of those like bottom feeder fish or the larger fish that are in lakes, they look fucking weird.
Number 3 on our list is another living fossil, the Megalania. The
Megalania.
Megalania is a thought-to-be extinct giant relative of the monitor lizard, which measured 35 feet in length and weighed over 1,000 kilograms.
Monitor lizard.
Like them.
Yeah, totally. And yes, maybe you did see a large-esque, like, lizard.
Modern cousins, they were thought to possess toxin-secreting oral glands, and fossil.
You know, it sounds like Rev's mouth.
Sounds a bit
because
rude.
He's been going down on Shanny so much that he has. Never mind. Let's crack on.
Remains are said to be from as recent as 23,000 years ago. This would have brought the early Aboriginal settlers of Australia into contact with this huge carnivore. These early encounters between humans and Megalania prisca would have been terrifying. Aboriginal cave paintings depict a reptilian creature that is much larger than a human. Some depict stories of reptiles that brought fire and destruction with them.
All right, folks. There we go. That's pretty much.
Maybe the dragons. I sent Brainless a link to the Chewbacca hair commercial.
Yeah. Go ahead and let's do that.
Well, if you didn't notice, my avatar is Bigfoot undercover.
You're the coho.
I knew it. I knew that's what it was.
It's incognito Bigfoot there.
It's so incognito.
Yep.
That's
Nobody
great.
can see it. Yeah.
I like it.
We didn't notice. We thought you were just a human.
And thank you, Dave, for being here and hanging out with us. You now have access to joining us whenever you would like. So please, whenever you would like.
Yeah, sorry I was late. I didn't realize what time it was. So.
No worries. No worries.
My bad.
It's okay.
Here we blow. So here we blow.
God.
All right, thank you. Okay. So thank you everybody very much. We're going to get out of here, but tomorrow is Drunk News Report, and we have a bunch of fun things to go over. If you
There
don't
might
know,
be something tomorrow, but it will be spur of the moment if there is.
Okay, well, yeah, just let us know, or whenever you post that, just post that in the Dism Accords in different places.
Yep.
And then we'll participate and or just watch and all that fun of this stuff.
And after that video, I just got. I'm gonna look at that tomorrow. But it's a video, and the title is the vegan TikToker who is worse than the vegan teacher.
Oh man.
Oh
yeah, there
my
are a few on there.
Now you gotta be fucking evil,
dude. Especially what the fucking vegan twat whistle fucking said.
If you want more cryptids, on the 27th, I'm doing the Yeti and the Yuki Ono.
So go ahead and post that in the Sidema chats.
Yes,
or at least your channel to make sure that everybody goes there and subs and shows you love. And we will definitely be there for that, to watch that. And we'll probably be doing another one of these in the near future. So tomorrow is going to be Drunk News Report. Thursday is... Jesus, I don't remember. God damn it. Thought I had it, but I don't.
Thursdays. Oh, I forgot what Thursday was. Yeah, I looked at it.
Anyways, you're very welcome for the fun times. Yes, good night.
That would be the 18th.
Sounds like it looks like.
Yes, the 18th.
That would be Bizarre Foods.
Oh yeah, we're going over Bizarre Foods, and then West Side Girl is gonna make me fucking take a shot of Malort. I'm so not looking.
Oh yeah, he's doing Malort tomorrow.
Oh god damn, it's not gonna be so any fun. But anyways, here we go. So everybody go to Captive Desk and go check them out, and
there's gonna be a giveaway. So
there's a giveaway.
Somebody gonna win a T-shirt. So stay tuned.
Christmas in July. Here we go.
I love free stuff.
Yes, of course.
I'm Dutch, so I gotta love free stuff.
All right, folks.
I'm not. I get kicked out the country.
We'll see you hopefully tomorrow in the near future, and then we have stuff for next week, which is we're going to be doing AI generated stuff, as well as crackpot conspiracies, more rabbits of the holes. Is what we're calling it. So we're going to be delving down more rabbit holes, just like my coho. But anyways, we're going to be going over chemtrails and Tataria and the mud flood.
Oh God. Okay. All right.
It was requested by the audience. So
all right, audience, we'll do it for you. We'll bite the bullet for you.
The audience.
We're doing it. So thank you all very much for being here. Everybody say
bye. Painless. It's about the audience. Bye, audience.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.